Okay, so anyway, so John has, gosh, I don't even know. So now he has a big piece of this wonderful hotel, the Tremont, and everything's going great. On February 24th, 1863, now we're back to John. John marries a woman named Josephine Corey. He is, I think, 37 years old. She is, I presume, 11. Yeah, that's not confirmed, but that's just kind of a guess.
Like, is there like a photo or something you're going off of here, or is this just general trends of the times?
Now where I'm just fair. Pretty sure. And together,
11 and a blood cousin, so it's
so their kids are super weird. So together, John and Josephine have 3 sons and 2 daughters. John keeps working hard, though. He's doing his thing, and over the course of the next 15 years, he eventually gets to the point where he can buy out the Gages first. He buys them out of their stake in the Tremont, and then he buys out the Couches, the original brothers.
Oh, sorry.
He does buy the Couches, but also buys out the Couches. It's one and the same.
I knew, I couldn't remember if that was a me thing or a you thing, the couch part, but that's fine. That's okay.
He buys all the Couches, and eventually, after 15 years, becomes sole owner of the Tremont House Hotel.
Ooh.
3 years later, the Tremont burns down in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871.
Oh, no. With all the rest of the stuff.
With literally everything. Almost literally everything. Mm-hmm. Because this son of a bitch, God, as the fire is raging, like literally as the fire is burning, because it burned for days, John notices there's another hotel down the road, down Michigan Avenue, at Michigan and Congress, which is right where Ryan and I used to work, where Ryan still does work, at our old college, my old college, his current college. Right there at Michigan and Congress, called the Michigan Avenue Hotel. And the fire is consuming everything in the South Loop there, but it doesn't, but it's not crossing the street to burn the Michigan Avenue Hotel yet.
Okay. So he suspects demons, right? It's got to be.
I can't speak to that one way or the other.
I thought this was a ghost podcast, although I guess we'll get there eventually.
I guess we'll get there in 2 more hours. So John goes in.
I'm almost out of cognac here, just so you know. I'm getting very close.
You're drinking cognac?
It's literally all we have. it's that or corn whiskey, and it doesn't pair well with sleepy time tea, I found. So, yes. Okay.
Trick, you are my motherfucking hero.
Thank
you. So John, sorry.
No. Yeah. So hotel, demons, not crossing the street. Got it. Yes.
Again, I wouldn't say necessarily demons, maybe demons, but this actually, none of these hotels that we've talked about so far, or we'll talk about now, are our ghost hotel. So it doesn't, he can't cross the street. The fire can't cross the street. So John, whose hotel is currently on fire up the street, goes into this hotel. He meets with the owners while the fire is burning, and he puts down a payment to buy the whole damn thing.
Okay.
So he's like, my hotel is fucked for the 3rd time.
Right. And I've got some insurance money coming in. Looks like very soon, actually.
This hotel actually seems okay, and he makes a big bet that the fire will not cross Michigan Avenue. And the fire does not cross Michigan Avenue, and this hotel does not burn down.
Interesting.
So now John is the owner of a hotel that
I believe Megan has the.
I have a question.
Can I just do this one? I'll do one thing, and then Megan, is that okay?
That's why I put my hand up.
Okay, thank you. You're so polite. I hear Canadians are so polite and white. So it does not burn down. So he has a new hotel. And for a while, all the other hotels have burned down. So this new hotel is pretty much the only hotel in the game. Megan, do you have something?
Yeah, Clayton, thanks. I just wanted to know if, thanks for calling on me, if he knew the value.
You can't just interrupt like Patrick does.
No, that's not polite.
It's really rude.
If it's so rude. If he knew the value of the interior decoration of the hotel.
Thank you.
Okay, gosh, truly such an important question. I have to assume yes. I have to assume that at some point, like he had like gone to scope out the competition and was like,
Right.
These couches, holy fuck.
Did you
Yeah.
see
I thought
the
a
molding
50-to-1
on the
ratio.
arms? Oh, Jesus.
Which we
This
all
one
know
has
to be the true
skulls on the
value
arms and
of a balloon.
skulls on the back, and you can rest yourself there and draw out demons from the deep earth.
So he goes
This
back
is
out.
worth something.
So he goes back out in the street and he starts dragging all his couches back into the burning hotel. Like, fuck all these things.
So he buys this hotel. It's the only one that's not burned down, and he calls it the Michigan Avenue Hotel. Oh no, it's already called the Michigan Avenue Hotel. So
He
it
continues calling it the Michigan Avenue.
the Michigan Avenue Hotel. So he buys up after that. He's raking in money because this is like the only hotel in the loop at this point that's not burned to the ground.
And of course, tourism is raging right now.
People are
Everybody
like,
wants to be
I want to
downtown.
go see those ashes. Yeah, I think so. Well, they're pushing the ashes now at this point to I always think on the name. What's the part of Chicago where that's built on the ashes in the north?
Oh, the little harbor
Alley?
there?
A street?
No. It's a gigantic. Ryan is probably screaming right now. It's a gigantic piece of Chicago that is built on literal ashes.
Navy Pier.
Navy Pier is part of it, and there's a whole name for it. Ryan's not appearing, so we'll just keep going.
No,
but
Ryan is gone.
Ryan is in bed.
I think it's called the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's called the Pentagon, and that's how the Pentagon came to be, and now it's going to be run by someone who is so inadequate. Anyway, so he buys more hotels. He's so wealthy. How wealthy is he? I'll tell you, he's so wealthy that he became famous for his annual Thanksgiving dinner, which came to host over 500 people. And just as an example of what that included, one such dinner had a menu of venison soup, leg of mountain sheep, ham of bear.
Ham of bear.
Ham of
bear.
Is that like the turducken
It's like,
of
it
the
feels very
time?
turduckenish. Yeah, it feels like, okay, we got to find one bear that will eat a pig, and then we can do ham of bear. So there's ham of bear, antelope steak and mushroom sauce, oyster pie.
Oh, no. I'm
Is
skipping
that like dessert?
Yeah, I'm skipping that on the buffet line right there.
Patrick, you're not even allergic.
I'm here for it.
I am now.
I think all here for it.
Oh,
you have to try. If you listen,
HMU.
okay.
Yeah.
I will try it. Yes. It's 18 what?
Oh God, where are we now? This is 1880.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I've probably been eating like turnips and wood ash for 2 years. I'm probably trying the oyster, whatever the fuck you want to feed me at this point. That's fair.
I'll be honest, at this point, as someone who's allergic to oysters, like at this party, I'll eat the oyster pie.
I'm tired of this
Over my
life anyway.
EpiPen, it's fine. Like, this is incredible. I will never have another chance to eat oyster pie, whatever the fuck it is.
Should I just keep note of my questions for later? I'm just gonna make a list and come
You
back
can
to them.
no, you can do it. It's
Do you also
fine.
have a question about the 1870s EpiPen? Because I do too, a little bit, like just a little one.
Is that the one?
I'm assuming it's a quill. It's got to be a quill, right?
It's
Just right into
probably
the
a
leg.
quill.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. This is
No,
gonna
it's
hurt
okay.
so bad,
I'm
and
gonna-
you will get other diseases. But
I'm gonna keep a list and we can ask them all in one go after.
We should.
okay, where are we here? So leg of mountain, ham of bear, buffalo tongue, blue
sound
winged.
good.
Does it?
It does. Oh, absolutely. The tongue, very fatty, lots of muscle. Oh, it's quite good.
Did I ever tell you my buffalo story? When I was
Does it involve
a
the
young,
tongue?
I mean,
Don't ruin
the
it. I'm
sense
sorry.
that
I
it's
don't
part
want to
of the
spoil anything.
buffalo.
Go on.
When I was in grade school, I don't know. I was probably like, I don't know, 10 or 11. One morning I woke up and I went down to the kitchen and I was like making myself breakfast and things. And I'm eating my cereal and I look out over our backyard, which is like 6 acres. And I look out and there are 2 buffalo in our backyard. And I thought, what is
They weren't there yesterday.
happening? Did we buy buffalo? And
When you're a
then just-
kid, you have no say in it. So it's not, I mean, it's
yeah,
not.
it could just happen. Like no one would be like, "Hey, Clayton, listen, We're going to buy buffalo. I want to prepare you.
I have some financial questions to run by you.
Do you think buffalo is a good choice for
We're thinking about buying buffaloes.
I woke up and there was 2 buffalo in my backyard, and I thought, this is so strange. The only place literally at this point, the only place I had seen buffalo was in the movie Dances with Wolves, which is a movie I should not have seen at that age, probably.
Right. When you're wondering, like, do I have to go kill these buffalo? No.
I have to eat the heart of this buffalo, right? Like, that's what buffalo are for. And they just wandered off, and I was like, there were buffalo in our backyard. And by the time my parents came downstairs, they were gone. And I was like, there were buffalo back here. And they were like,
you sound quite mad.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we bring Clayton to the doctor? There are buffalo back here.
I always told you he was too tall. No, it has nothing to do with it.
The blood can't make it all the way to the brain. But eventually it turned out that they had escaped from a local buffalo farm. But apparently for buffalo, if they escape from their farm, they won't be herded, which I don't know. Again, Dance with Wolves would beg to argue, but they had to put them down. And so anyway, buffalo tongue was on the menu, blue wing, teal, leg of elk, sandal crane, antelope steak, and mushroom sauce. Oh, I did this already. Oyster pie. That's where I started. Sorry, everyone. Filet of grouse with truffles and rabbit braise with cream sauce.
Interesting. No turkey. Yeah. Is that your problem too? Yeah. I'm a traditionalist.
Just curious if these were served all at once, or if this was like the course. If it was like
that's a great question. And like, in which order do you serve these things?
Yeah.
None of these seems like an appetizer. None of these is an amuse-bouche.
No.
None of these is dessert.
I think you start from the sea and then you go to land and then you go to air. I think that's how you serve these.
It's like an evolutionary thing.
I mean, it's a French thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Evolutionary. The Mormons started it. Brings it closer to God.
Yeah.
We're in the city of God.
The Mormons and Darwin got together and they were like, we must have some common ground. And they were like, what if we eat a lot of animals in the right way?
When you're done talking about this, I'd like to just throw a couple quick. Okay.
Well, I don't think we'll ever get done.
Pizza.
Wait, are you done? Or
yeah.
I was gonna wait. Oh.
No, you're host. You're host now. Don't be so polite. Be American. Just tell us when we're done. I will say, everyone, this is gonna have to be 2 episodes because we have so much further to go. Yes.
Lumberjack.
No, please.
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack?
Lumberjack ghost.
Oh, we're back to okay. That's got to be north. That's got to be.
I've got to find this list. I got to find
Banff.
this list.
Banff feels pretty good, although I'm recently learning my list is not necessarily simpatico with Meg's list. I'd say Banff. I'm going to go Banff.
Hang on.
Banff is a good guess.
That makes me think it's not Banff. So you weighed in on it.
There we go. Okay, I found the list.
Alexa, which Canadian province is furthest north? Aaron took my Alexa out of this room and put it in the girls' room. So I don't know. No.
He said lumberjack?
Did you know that before you asked to speak to Alexa?
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, as a Canadian, Meg, do you know about the sourdough?
Oh,
No.
Here goes another hour.
No, we can't. We'll get into it later.
Well,
I just wanted to know.
I'm gonna put on my list of questions.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so lumberjack, you said?
Yeah.
That's, to me, screams West Edmonton Mall. That's what it says to me. It really does. So.
All right. Well, in light of that, I will stick with Banff.
Neither.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Although West Edmonton Mall, do you know what West Edmonton Mall is known for?
I sure don't.
Sneakers?
It is the craziest fucking mall. People take their kids to that mall for spring break. Like, it's an event. You can go to West Edmonton Mall with your children for 2 weeks and have them be entertained. It's wild. It's huge.
I'm feeling better about my choice, frankly.
Listen, I am so curious about what the fuck is going on at West Edmonton Mall that would allow for that. Put that down for our Ghost Plus content. Yeah, that's one of the questions for that.
But no, and Banff would have been great, but it's not. It's Whistler.
Oh,
It's Whistler.
she's chasing us backwards.
I
Because
already
it
get
used,
that, so I can't go back. I don't.
it used to be a lumberjack
only.
or it used to be a lumber mill. So
Mm.
there's just strange noises and a lumberjack
I
appears.
feel like I was closest though. I'd probably get like half a point.
That, you know what? I think so. That was actually a very good guess, even though I bet
you,
you
Megan.
have no idea where Banff is.
No, but I've seen photos of Banff. It's fucking gorgeous, and there's mountains.
Fun fact.
Wait, oh shoot, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Yep.
Fun fact.
Wham!
My family is from, I'm like 7th generation Canadian, and as in
That's
colonial, as in I helped with the genocide. Yay me.
You buried all the children under the schools.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
We
Yeah.
gave them a smallpox and raped a few ladies with illegitimate children. Anyway,
Hey, who among us?
I'm very proud. Very proud of my heritage. Anyway, but my great grandfather, sorry, great grandfather, when they came, settled on my father's side. So this is all my father's side, settled in Lake Louise, Banff. And they so my grandfather was raised in like proper one-room schoolhouse, like Wolverine. Like there's a picture of my great grandmother holding a Wolverine pelt.
Oh, not like the comic Wolverine, because I had so many questions.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
the actual animal that exists in the prairies that Wolverine is named after.
Yeah, good.
Is it? I think it's pretty fucking cool that I have a grandmother who shot for Wolverine and stares dead into the barrel of the camera with sheer determination.
That is cool, but I've high-fived Hugh Jackman in a movie theater, so it's kind of the same.
Was it really a high five though?
It was a high five, and it was on Oprah.
Well, I mean, it was a high five for him, but
it was a give you some skin.
It was a side five. Let's be honest. It was
Anyway, that's it. Whistler.
Well, this game is going great for us. Okay, so where are we here? Okay, so John's got these fancy dinners. Now he's getting pretty old though, and he tells his children, like, go forth. Make me proud of you for once. And 2 of his sons, John Drake Jr. and Tracy Drake, they decide to follow in their father's footsteps. They become hoteliers.
Oh, the second part of that's fine. I didn't know
this is where actually. So this is where the story starts. So.
We're on page 2.
In 1916, they acquire a piece of property on Michigan Avenue and Lakeshore Drive. Ryan, do you know what the story is?
The Drake.
You got it. Okay, good. You got it. All right, just checking.
I'm still here and mostly awake. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine.
Is everything going okay in the chat? Are people mad this is going so long?
No, they seem mostly fine with it. There's some good stuff, and we're brainstorming a few things, but we're
okay. Well, again, let us know if we have to address anything that's.
No, I think we're gonna go ahead and avoid all that and just keep it moving. Thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, so they buy the property and they finance the purchase of this property with the help of a quote syndicate of family friends that includes members of the Palmer family and the McCormick family.
Oh, more big Chicago names.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Again, there are 5 important people in Chicago and no one else matters. So they build a brand new luxury hotel on the property, and all together with the land, construction, and furnishing, of course, the new hotel cost at the time $10 million, which is about $120 million.
$4 billion.
Yeah. No, again, the conversion to Canadian currency may be throwing a little bit.
That's much closer. Yeah.
So they build this hotel and they call it the Drake Hotel. Patrick, you ever stayed at the Drake?
No.
Aaron and I did a staycation at the Drake one night. It feels very much like a hotel that was so good at like 1920.
Okay.
And also is still a hotel. So they open their doors. Oh, and this is going to be gratifying for everyone. Thank you so much for waiting for us, everyone. They open their doors. They open the hotel. New Year's Eve, 1920.
Ooh.
It has been 13 hours, but we have gotten to the whole thing.
And amusingly, on the East Coast, it is New Year's Eve right now. So that's.
I'm so tired. They open the doors, and New Year's Eve, I will say, is a genius, truly, night to open a luxury hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make so much money, and every single room is gonna be absolutely drenched. So they have a huge gala to celebrate the opening of the hotel. Everyone in Chicago is there. Like all the important people in Chicago are there.
Mm-hmm.
There are about 2,000 attendees to this gala.
Whew.
So they have like multiple ballrooms. 78 million
4
attendees.
billion Canadian.
Or in Canadian, so many billions. So many attendees, and one of these attendees is a woman who shows up in a striking red gown. She attended as the guest of her fiance, who was one of the accountants for the hotel. After dinner, the man excuses himself for a bit, and there are so many people there that she kind of loses track of him. They get separated. She can't find him. She starts to get worried that maybe he's like gotten sick or something. Mm-hmm. So she goes up to their room to see if he's on there. She goes up to the 10th floor. She goes to their room, and he is there.
Oh, there you go.
He is making the room
Case
absolutely
closed.
Drenched with another woman from the party.
Oh, no.
Wait, is she the ghost? Because that would be fucking great.
Yeah. Is which she?
Any of the she's. I think it's compelling either way. I really do.
Is he having sex with the ghost or?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
especially since he's in the business of sex harnesses. I feel like that would be like a hot sell, you know?
I do know. I want to say that this person has nothing to do with sex harnesses. This is an accountant for the hotel for the person whose grandfather, I think at this point, was into horse harnesses.
I don't know. I mean, the court's not going to see it that way.
So she goes up there. She finds her fiance having sex with this woman in their room. She backs out of the room. She's screaming. She's crying. Like she's so distraught, obviously. Mm-hmm. And she's running down the hall. She gets to the end of the hall. There's a window there. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. She opens a window and she throws herself out. Onto the Walton Place sidewalk.
Oh, what a shame.
It's not good.
Mm.
Her red dress made a big old red stain on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Also her blood. And today, you can find the lady in red haunting the Drake's 10th floor still, as well as the ballrooms and other event spaces.
Ooh. Okay.
In fact, several years back, someone on a tour claimed to have spotted the lady in red in a ballroom, and she snapped a photo.
Oh, I can't wait for this crystal clear photo.
You've done this podcast before.
How drunk was the woman taking the photo?
It was.
We will see in 1 second.
New Year.
Hard question.
Ah.
Oh, that's not red.
No, it is very clear. That's true. It's very see-through.
That's quite white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
it is ghost-shaped.
Vaguely, I mean, not even human-shaped, vaguely ghost-shaped, I would say. It's got a very, like, Charlie Brown ghost thing going on.
Which is exactly what Meg asked us at the beginning of the podcast, if we had gone on Halloween with a sheet ghost situation. So that's what this is. So if that's our standard, this is a ghost.
Far exceeded. Mm-hmm. I think Meg has a question about the Charlie Brown ghost.
Oh, sorry.
I do have a question.
Go ahead, Meg. Yeah.
Was the woman taking the photo a photographer who knew how to blend two photos together.
From the looks of it, she appears to have been a Labrador. So I don't think that's...
Okay. I don't know. These are great questions, important questions, I would say. Yeah. I wish I had the answer, but I don't. I don't know. It's a mystery. What I can say is the lady in red is not the only ghost at the Drake Hotel.
Ooh.
In January of 1940.
Wait, stop!
Hold on. I get...
Oh my God, your listeners hate me so much.
No, I think you're their favorite thing of this whole thing.
Last one. Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
This city has 4 ghosts. So I'm going to tell you the 4 ghosts. And then you just have to guess which old Spaghosty it is. Which old Spaghosty city.
Wait, how many are all 4 of these in an old spaghetti factory?
Yeah, the same old spaghetti factory.
Oh,
4 of them.
Super haunted.
It's the hauntedest.
Saskatoon.
Did you just want to say the word Saskatoon?
It's a pretty fun word to say.
It's a very fun word to say. It's got the consonants all in the right places.
Yeah. All right. Go on. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm going to start with a couple, but I think I might have told you one of these yesterday. So you might know the answer, Clayton. So you might have to go second.
Let's just tell everyone you
stick with Saskatoon.
And I don't.
You're sticking with Saskatoon.
No, I didn't hear this. I don't know what you're talking
about.
So
the first is an old tram conductor. And he just appears seated at the same dining table inside late at night. Sometimes when people leave, he changes their place settings in the tram. So the first is an old tram conductor. The second is a young boy with empty eye sockets. So it's like a creepy The Ring style ghost, like a full on and there's been multiple sightings of this one. He's running around after closing. A female server follows him. The boy runs under a table, and when she goes to look under there, he looked up and has no eye sockets.
And they're this big. It's so crazy.
So that's the second. The third is there's a little girl who appears at a table in the front window holding a balloon. Multiple people have had full-on conversations with her that lasted minutes.
With a child?
With the child? Yeah. I mean, I don't know why we don't stop it there.
So that's a ghost.
Yeah.
And the last one is called Little Red Man or Looky Lou. He's a tiny...
Oh, this one you told me about. Yeah.
He's a tiny dwarf-like man. They say small and mischievous. I have other words for it. Because
he's a sex pest.
He walks into the ladies' washroom and surprises them. So I don't even know if that one's a ghost.
In a cool way? Or
I just think that Harvey Weinstein is what that is.
What I will say is
a cool way.
Meg, you did tell me about, but you told me it was in Vancouver, but you didn't tell me which one. So I will say, Patrick, if you're looking at the website, British Columbia is our goal. I don't know which one of these this is from, truly. I have no clue.
I think I am going to have to go with what I believe is a Vancouver location. I'm going to go with Victoria. That's my guess. Go with
Victoria.
Well, and now you can't because you went with Saskatoon, so that's a shame.
Gosh, that is regrettably true. My jokes have come back to bite me. Okay, here's what I'll say. I would go with Victoria if I'm not allowed to because Patrick has done it. I would go with, Victoria?
Can't choose mine. Can't choose
mine. It feels so right.
But you can't choose it. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. Fuck.
You're leading 1 point to 1/2 of 1 point right now. So this is good for all the marbles.
All right, that's true. All right. I will say then.
This might be a great time to look at the chat, Clayton. I'm just.
Don't you dare!
I can't.
Don't you dare!
Cannot be.
Don't you fucking dare!
I might though. Megan's good taunts offline.
Are you looking at the amenities of the location?
Yeah.
This
Clayton,
Hang on, this
What
one's
I
got...
love is Clayton is looking at the entire chat right now. He's just reading everything that he's missed the whole last
Gabe
hour.
Elatro cast. When do we talk about that? Did we even say that?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. You have 5 seconds to guess.
You're gonna call
Okay.
it.
5, 4, 3,
These are Canadian seconds.
2. Yeah.
Oh no, Langley.
times
I don't know. I saw
1.4.
Langley.
Oh, well, first of all, may I commend you on picking a city that is actually even close to Vancouver. So I tip my hat
Which one
to
of
you.
us?
You, Clayton.
Oh,
You.
good.
Well
Oh,
done.
good.
Yes, well done. Although what I will say, Patrick, is Victoria is a fabulous guess because, well, it is nowhere near Vancouver. It, however, is one of the most haunted cities like in Canada, if not ever. It's got a lot of ghosts.
See, I'm discovering now I probably should have clicked on some of these. Oh yeah,
No.
that's not even close, is it?
Yeah, no, you're doing great. No, you're perfect. Change nothing. Unlike Lebanon, British Columbia. No, but there are some great ghosts in Victoria. And Clayton was saying that like the 2 Canadian ghost stories that you've told were in Victoria.
Yeah.
But it's neither of those. It is Gastown.
Fuck.
It's
Gastown.
Gastown.
I guessed that once. Ugh. Okay.
It is Gastown. Yeah.
Well, this game sucks.
It's a perfect game. I love it. What I will say, just the last thing, is that part of the reason, so the other guys, no one knows who they are. The train conductor makes sense. He came with the tram. But the lady and the boy with the sockets and the weird dwarf man, they've had a psychic come and like evaluate the space. And apparently the Gastown location specifically is in like a ghost vortex. So it pulls.
We've talked about vortices on
We've
this
heard about
podcast many
vortices.
times.
Okay,
Yeah, we know
so
all
it's
of
got
it,
it's got a vortex. So there's like a lot going on. Like there's a lot of poltergeist and a lot of activity,
Never
right?
build
In
anything on a vortex.
the old
Yeah.
Italian American casual dining specialty that is the old spaghetti factory.
Well, knowing now
Ugh.
that so many old spaghetti factories have so many ghosts, like that does actually seem like the best
Yeah.
place for them to put one.
Just
I think it's
imagining
part of their brand.
I'm just imagining the Crate and Barrel across the street is like, and we could have had that location. Now who's laughing?
All right.
Okay, take us home, Clayton. Take us home.
Oh boy, got a long way to go for home. So, January 1944, Adele Bourne Williams. She was not born Adele Williams. She was Adele Bourne was her middle name, Williams.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like the Bourne Identity. Yeah, I've seen it. It's fine. It's okay.
No E. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, idiot. You so stupid. Was a wife of U.S. State Department attaché Frank Starr Williams.
Was he a star, though?
He didn't come up in this story
Okay.
other than the fact that he was a husband, so I don't think so. Adele and her and Frank's daughter, Patricia Goodbody.
I'm not going to ask.
Checked into Meg, you okay? Like you're shedding a layer over there. You okay? Oh, she didn't hear it. You okay, Meg?
Just go past. Just go past.
Okay. They come back to their 8th floor room at the Drake to find the door unlocked and slightly ajar. And so they go inside, but they are cautious, but they don't like that the door is ajar. They go in.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly a woman in a black dress and a black fur coat wearing a white wig steps out of their bathroom in the hotel holding a pistol.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
I've got
Get
to
over
ask,
yourself.
I got to ask, how do
assassin.
they know it's a wig? Like, that's a big assumption, you know.
I don't
do
know.
they
It feels
ask
like
her? Because at that point,
1944, you can tell. It's
not a
was
great wig.
on fire, so it's like, that's asbestos, right? And she's like, I'm sorry, it is. And
I'm still
we're
the
all
one with the
gonna die
pistol,
now.
though. So you're going to have to listen to me.
Well, it all depends on which order they noticed that it was the
Yeah.
pistol or the wig. Like, if they noticed the wig
There is an
first
order of
and
operations.
commented on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be rude and totally worth a pistol pull.
And by the way,
That lady's wearing a wig. Who, the one with the pistol? Oh, she's a pistol, too.
Yeah, This all tracks for me. Yeah.
So the mysterious woman, she fires 2 shots at Goodbody. She misses both times.
Ugh, dumb bitch.
In a Chicago hotel room. It's like 16
like
square
this.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But then she fires 2 shots at Adele, the mom, and one of those shots gets her in the head.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Don't you feel bad for being so cavalier 3 seconds ago?
I frankly thought this was the ghost the whole time.
I thought
so. I'm very confused.
Listen, no woman comments on another woman's wig, no matter how badly it's placed on your head. If there's anything that I have learned.
That's tough but fair. Tough but fair.
I mean, I'm supporting sister more and more here.
So Adele goes down. The woman in black runs out of the room. So Patricia Goodbody, the daughter, she shouts, like, "Stop that crazy woman! She shot my mother."
The one with the wig, she screams, and
I no, she just said, "Stop that."
Further infuriates her.
I think you just like point that. That's the one. There were, and this is important, there were other people in the hallway at this point, but they were like, "What the fuck is happening?"
They were like, "That's not a wig."
Stared at the wig.
Yeah,
yeah.
That looks all natural. Why are you insulting this woman?
Gosh, and so she gets away, and she disappears into the stairwell. Yes, Meg.
Did the wig go with her when she got away?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Please continue.
What I will say, so here's the notes that I read. No one mentioned finding a wig.
Okay.
So I think the wig is a really good one, and she glued it on real hard.
Okay.
So
because
she
that's
runs.
what you do with wigs, correct? Yeah.
You put a whole bunch of crazy glue on the bottom of it. And you put it right onto your other hair.
Bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, you're like fucking Wile E. Coyote or something like that. That makes sense. Sure.
So I don't know. She doesn't lose the wig. No one's stopping her. She disappears into a stairwell. So hotel security is alerted. For 4 hours, they search the hotel. They do not find this woman. But they do find the murder weapon in the stairwell. It appears as if the woman has dropped it down from the 8th floor all the way down to the bottom, like through the,
like a slinky.
Whatever.
You go boom, 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 boom.
No, not like that. Like through the middle part.
Oh, through the middle part. The scary part. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Of course, you're gonna drop through the scary part. And the gun shatters when it hits the ground floor, so it's not a great.
It's useless now. Yeah, it's useless.
Yeah, they can't use it to shoot her anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Which is a good
the
plan.
only thing that could stop her was her own.
Gun.
Sure.
With this one bullet that said her name on it. They lost it. At the time of the murder, a spare key to Adele's room was reported missing at the front desk. But they eventually found that key sitting on the front desk counter about 10 o'clock that night. Yeah, Meg? Yeah.
Who reported the key lost, and are they trustworthy?
Good question.
This is a really important question for a different podcast.
I'd love to know the answer. Yeah.
Hey, write it down, and we'll see if we can make this.
I got both sides. I got both sides
now. Great question. Anyway, so no money or jewelry had been taken from the room. No one knows what the motive is. They do know that just minutes before the murder, a call had been placed from that room to a fish and ale house across the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ordering ahead. This makes sense.
Like I can hear the real big hurry. Please have it in the bag, out the window, ready for me to go. I can't tell you how fast I will be moving. Please.
I just wanted to know if they were asking the appraisal amount of the furniture inside the fish and ale house.
Listen, this is the only number I know. Do you have any idea about furniture? Actually,
it all seems really expensive. Yes. I don't know.
$4 billion.
This murder is never solved. Although the serial number on the gun is traced back to a holdup man named Walter Brown. But Walter
dead end.
Does he wear a wig?
Well, great question. Walter, at the time of this, is currently in prison in Bloomington, Indiana. At the time,
Not Lebanon.
He's got an alibi.
Not Lebanon. Definitely Bloomington. He's got an alibi, and the guards are all like, "Oh yeah, he's in prison." But
we kept him in prison all day yesterday.
he did a great job. Why are you asking? We are so good at this. Please shut the fuck up.
Is that a direct quote?
Yes, it's in my notes at least as
Great.
one, so I think so. Now Walter was in prison for stealing stuff, but he did say that his sisters had stolen his gun from time to time.
Bitch.
He had two sisters. Like, say bitch.
I did.
That's not nice. Yeah.
But you
We
don't steal
respect
another
women on
man's
this
gun.
podcast, so I don't know. It's very uncomfortable to hear. Wow, we didn't know we were having a woman hater on this podcast.
If there's anything I hate, it's women.
But he says that his sisters has stolen his gun from time to time. And one of his sisters, Ellen, was actually a key clerk at the Drake Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Now that might seem damning, but you should know
I mean,
but
this is all
This
circumstantial.
goes back to my previous question.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly.
But listen.
You might need to cross that one
everyone.
off the list there in one moment, Megan. I think that one might be answered.
But I will just say, so he's got one sister, yes, who's a key clerk at Drake Hotel. Okay, but his other sister, Anna, was, as the Chicago Tribune described her, quote, a hotel prowler. So it could have been literally either of them. I have no idea. Meg, what do you think a hotel prowler is? What do you have to do to get the moniker hotel prowler?
Yeah, well, I assume that you dress up like Hamburglar in
Yeah.
and walks around carrying a satchel, creeping to down, 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 down,
And doing
down,
this sometimes?
Down, down. Yeah.
With your big hand?
Yeah. Yeah, I assume, but only in hotels, obviously.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And they usually there are different classes depending on the hotels. So
Like a 2-star versus a 3-star type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron just brought me another drink. Thanks, Aaron.
Clayton, you stop being funny. I've watched the live stream. You need to go.
She was plugged into this, so okay. All right. I'll take the note. Thanks, Aaron. Let's see. So
do we get to learn what a hotel prowler is?
Yeah, hotel prowler, but Chicago, the police are bad at stuff. So they never make an arrest. But some years later, guests of the hotel started to report sightings of a ghost on the 8th floor. A ghost that they say was wearing a black dress with a black fur coat. So this is a ghost of the murderer, not the murdered, which is something I don't think we've ever seen before.
This is
Wait,
peculiar.
what about the wig, though?
Exactly.
Is there mention of the wig? You're with me, right? You're with me.
Absolutely,
yeah. Thank you both for asking that important question.
Yeah.
So there's one more pair of notable ghosts haunting the Drake Hotel. But this has obviously gone too long. We are going to save these for the next ghosty. So if you want to hear the real full story of the Drake Hotel, as only as Is This a Ghost can tell it, head over to Ghost Plus and get your subscription. And Patrick and I will tell you that story. Maybe we'll bring Meg back if she wants to come back after all this mess. Because
if your fans want me to come back, let's be clear.
I think they're your
everyone
fans now.
email us and let us know if you like Meg or do not ever want Meg again.
1-line email, doesn't have to be detailed.
Just put it in the subject line and that's it. But there is another really truly interesting pair of ghosts of the Drake that is a good ghosty. So we'll do that later. But those are the ghosts for now of the Drake Hotel, Chicago. And Meg, you have anything else? You doing?
Yeah. No. I was just looking at the chat. I mean, it is quite a cliffhanger to leave us on because I'm certainly left with so many crucial questions.
Post-it notes upon post-it notes.
What happened to the sex harness? And where is the wig now?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? We will answer all these questions in Ghost Plus. So if you're not currently subscribed, think about it, because we're gonna talk about all of that, and we will give you some really solid answers. Definitely. So this has gone so long. We are going to stop here so we can have enough time to chat with our Ghost Plus subscribers, who've been just barreling through all this with us. And Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. It's been so good. Yeah. Let's see. This this has been another episode of Is This a Ghost? This is a production of Smith Show Media. All the notes are taken this week by me, Clayton Smith. All the funny jokes were from Patrick Dean and our very special guest, Megan Phillips. Our audio editor is Jeremy Montoya. Our video editor is Jen Swanson. Our social media managers are Kai Valonis and Sam Murdoch. And we're so grateful for all of them and for all of you. And Happy New Year, everybody. And if you live in Chicago, you should do what Patrick and I did and move out of it, because if you stay there, there's a real solid chance you will become the next subject of Is This a Ghost?
It's a ghost. Oh, I thought we all did that together.
Sure. We'll workshop it.
Is this a ghost? Got it.